You might be shocked to know that Cardano is in fact outperforming Bitcoin, and I will prove it. Let's get to it. Let's go. So we're going to start here on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally stands at $3.84 trillion, up 0.8% at the time of recording. Bitcoin at 111,677.02, up 1.44% at the time of recording for the past 24 hours. Cardano at 83 cent 52, up 2.05%. It is outperforming Bitcoin on the 24 hours, but not only that, it is actually outperforming Bitcoin for the entire last 12 months. And let me show you, right? If we go over to Bitcoin, I'm just going to refresh this. There we go. Bitcoin in the past year, we have a look at the yearly time frame here. So the last 12 months is up 89.33%. For the entire 12 months. Cardano, on the other hand, we'll just wait for this to load up, is up 153.11% in the past 12 months. So it is, in fact, outperforming Bitcoin. That means that if you had invested, say, $1,000 in Bitcoin and $1,000 in Cardano 12 months ago, you would have more money from the $1,000 you put in to Cardano ADA. And I think that is something that a lot of people seem to miss. The power of the altcoin gains is much stronger than Bitcoin, in my opinion. Now, there will be people that will argue back and forth with me. Look, I bought into Bitcoin at $15,836. If you were in our free Discord, you could have copied that and bought at the same time as me, because I post my purchases at the same time as I make them for our community. And they're all timestamped, so you can go verify what I'm saying and the prices that I've been purchasing at. So I made a lot of money on Bitcoin, right? I made over $100,000 on Bitcoin in the past 24, 36 months, right? I made a lot of money off of Bitcoin. Now, if I had that same amount of money in Cardano, I probably would have made even more money. I probably would have been in and out, but I just held Bitcoin. So I just want to be quite clear on, the differences. I think when we start to see spot ETFs become available for altcoins, like Cardano, for example, I do think that we are going to see some much bigger gains and traction for these projects. Obviously, it's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Investing in crypto is very risky. You do risk losing all of your money. Nothing is guaranteed when it comes to investing or cryptocurrency. So, go find a financial advisor, do your own research, and make sure that you do your due diligence before making any investments decisions, because you do risk losing all of your money. But look, I want to give you my thoughts, my take on the market, whilst we go through the latest news. So let's have a look at this. Cardano ADA price prediction jumps to 83 cent 5 as traders dream of a target of $5. I mean, a $5 target would be phenomenal. And I do think that it's actually, according to the technical analysis, it's very much possible. I do think that a $7 Cardano ADA is possible. I'm not saying it's probable. I'm just saying that, the absolute peak for me for the bull run would be $7. That's, a road without any bumps or hazards. It's blue sky world, right? Everything that could go right goes right. There's nothing that goes wrong, and that isn't life. But I think the technicals indicate that it is possible. Whether it's probable is really up for you to decide, right? And you can go do your research to find that out. But Cardano has caught the attention of traders once again for notable price surges that broke through key resistance levels. The sudden move has reignited, if I can get my words out, discussions around ADA's potential. Some of the community members set their sights on an ambitious long-term target of $5. And at the moment they're seeing this as consolidation. So really interesting stuff. There's talks of imminent resistance at 84 to 85 cent. Next target would be 90 cent or the big $1 level. And after that, you're talking about like $1.50, $2, $3.10, and $5. You really do need DeFi to take off on the Cardano ecosystem. You really do need that privacy layer of midnight. getting institutions involved in the project and the ecosystem. So there's a lot of really exciting things on the horizon. Analyst predicts date Cardano will trade at $6. So again, just really interesting, because I'm saying that it's very possible, right? But a lot of people are saying and suggesting that these prices, $6, is possible by April 2026. Now, I don't know. You can let me know your thoughts and opinions. Obviously, all the price targets and everything that these people have got are just examples. You have to do your own analysis to verify it. But this isn't my prediction. But they're projecting a target of $6 by April 2026. Again, it's in the technicals. It is possible. Whether it's probable and whether it's possible by April 2026, I don't know. That's not that far away. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Charles Hoskinson pushes for XRP synergy. Again, Hoskinson discussed the potential of a collaboration between the blockchain networks like XRP and Cardano to enhance Bitcoin and XRP DeFi. Cardano aims to foster competition across chain functionality among multiple ecosystems in decentralized finance. Hoskinson acknowledges evolving relationships with Ripple's leadership, highlighting improvement in communications and collaborations are really important. His comments reflect a shift towards cooperating between Cardano and Ripple, emphasizing the importance of collaboration in the space. Again, stuff that I really like to hear and I like to see. How much Cardano would you need to become a millionaire? Again, just really interesting to see people's thoughts and opinions. So at today's price, you would need about 1.22 million ADA to hit $1 million. But, at its peak, 1,200 times returns of its all-time high in September 2021. ADA hit $3.10. Since then, it's been a long and uneven road, according to this. But yeah, look, I think in essence, you're probably going to want somewhere between 100,000 and 200,000 ADA to hit that millionaire status. But, again, that's just my opinion. It doesn't mean that it's, likely. Let me know your opinions on that in the comments below. And then, look, a real sour note to end on. Cardano ADA price, whales sell 30 million coins as token trades at 81 cents. So, look, people have been taking profit, right? People like me, people like Nick, our team, we've been buying ADA since 5 cents, right? Like, people are going to take profit, particularly the big players. So, again, it probably just indicates that they see something in the charts. They probably see it going lower. You've got the Fed interest rate reduction potential of that happening on the 17th of September this month. Maybe they believe we're going to go down further. Maybe they're going to buy more ADA and push that price back up. Who knows? Nobody has a crystal ball. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and I will catch you in the next one.